When I say Odogwu, you say Panranra. Odogwu, Panranra.
I want to make it very clear. I am going to marry you.
You?
Yes.
Marry me?
Oh, yes.
Okay, guys. Let's talk about this Odogwu Panranra for a bit. But this time, let's talk about it logically. Why are some people angry about this movie? For the past couple of days, I would say 6 days, almost a week now, Nigerians have been living in a bit of, what they call delulu, like some people would like to say. In fact, the entire world has been talking about a particular movie because of the enactment and, the conclusion that they got from this movie. I mean, a lot of people have been saying, finally, I am not crazy. Finally, what I have been thinking about is real. Finally, all the things I've been asking for from a man, finally, all the things I've been asking for also from a woman is actually true. Like, I'm not crazy now. Like, all the things I've been saying are real because of this movie called Love in Every Word. Now, while some people have been complimenting this movie, some people have been saying, no, now, this was too exaggerated. In fact, I am very angry because I am an Igbo man. I am very angry because I'm an Igbo woman. And because of that, being Igbo means that, this enactment or this portrayal is not what it's supposed to be. But guys, let's quickly talk about this movie called Love in Every Word. First of all, you're very welcome back to my YouTube channel. Here I talk entertainment, I talk lifestyle, I talk reality TV. In fact, we just have fun on this channel. So in case you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please do well to subscribe and of course drop your comments. But let's really talk about this movie called Love in Every Word. Is it really worth the hype? Is it really worth the condemnation or the criticisms that it has received so far? So first of all, I would like to give, for those who have not seen the movie, which I think is not possible, but if you are yet to see the movie, here's a little backstory to it. It's a story about this guy. It's called Obiora and Chioma. Chioma is a young lady who has been, in different relationships that has not been profitable to her. They have been draining her. And then she goes to attend her cousin's wedding and then she meets this man called Obiora. They start talking and from the first few minutes of their conversation, this man comes up front and says, Chioma, I'm going to marry you. Like that. That slang has been everywhere.
Actually, I'm going to marry you. You're going to be my wife.
It has become a sound on TikTok. Like, the man was so intentional from the beginning. Like, this lady is like, I don't get you. You don't even know me. How is it that you're going to marry me? First, the man is actually very happy that this girl is single. So they start talking, and at the end of the day, this lady goes back to Lagos without exchanging contact with this guy. All of a sudden, we are seeing Chioma in her office and we started hearing sounds from downstairs. People are asking, like, Lucy, what's going on? I was like, what's going on? I don't know. Then Chioma is like, let me go and see what's going on. Chioma goes downstairs, guys, and then she sees these Ogene players playing, and then a man is dancing, and this man comes out. Who is this man? Obiora. He's like, you left without giving me your phone number. So I decided to bring these guys to accompany me to collect your phone number. As a titled man that I am, I was like, is this a joke? So of course, people are there and her boss is like, what's this, all this nonsense? Take this man out of this compound. And then the security man was like, madam, this man has bought the entire compound. In fact, he owns the entire estate. In fact, he owns the entire Lagos state at this point. And then she was like, oh my God. Chioma is blushing, exchanges numbers with this man. And then they start talking and they go on dates. And this man keeps on saying one thing and one thing only. Chioma, I'm going to marry you. At first, it was looking like jazz.
It's more like confidence. It's too short for me.
What exactly has this man seen that he wants to marry this girl for? Like, what exactly is going on? So they start going out, they start talking, and then as time goes on, Chioma reveals that this man is the perfect man for her. But he has a comma. And the comma is the fact that he has this Igbo accent. For Igbo men, I am an Igbo lady, by the way. For Igbo men, they have this accent where they're like, my brother, come, let's sit down, let's talk together, let's break kola nuts, let's discuss business, all this kind of things. So he has that accent, and she doesn't want a future whereby she has her children growing up with such accents. She tells her friends are not understanding. Even I was like, I really do not understand. Like, I understand growing up in an Igbo family, or even still with an Igbo family, I understand the fact that, okay, there might be the accent, there might be the loudness, but I don't think it should be a problem. And knowing the fact that your name is Chioma, you are Igbo as well, so why is there a problem? I was still yet to understand. She rejects this man, and then this man, despite the fact that she rejects him, he got her a gift, and he still gives her this gift. And she says, I have rejected you, I have made you feel bad. Why are you still giving me this gift? And he's like, the fact that you turned me down does not mean that I will not be nice to you. This is where a lot of ladies were like, the Delulu is Deluluing, you know. He leaves her, he allows her be. Later on, she reaches out to him, and then, you know, they start talking again. Then he goes to her office. Long story short, he goes to her office talking about the fact that, you know, you have a toxic boss. You have a boss who does not allow you to dream. You have a boss who does not allow you to feed your own passions, like the things you want to do, the ambitions that you have. Leave this job and move. Like, I have money to fund your business, so leave this job and move. And she's like, you don't want to take money from him. She has had a bout of wrong relationships where, you know, she actually invested in men and they actually duped her and everything. So she does not want a situation whereby maybe, God forbid, he invests in her and then later on there is no result for it. So he's like, is it that you want to marry me or you do not want to marry me? Because if you marry me, we become one and your business is my business. She was not able to give this man an answer, and for the second time for him, he feels rejected again and he leaves Chioma alone. Chioma goes to her friends and then they're like, why is it that you don't want to tell this man the truth? So during the movie, we find out that, okay, Chioma's dad was an Igbo man, was also like this guy, Obiora, aka Odogwu Panranra, and then, you know, her father leaves the mom. And then later on, the mother finds out that her father had an entire family somewhere else with another woman, and then he was living a double life. So in her mind, because of that, she and her mom had to struggle to live and struggle to become something in life. In her mind, every Igbo man is like that. Every Igbo man has a skeleton in his cupboard. Every Igbo man has something he's hiding. There is no man who is already successful, who is wealthy, who is established, that does not have something that he's hiding. So she doesn't want to have anything to do with Igbo men. Now, these her friends go to Obiora and tell him everything. And then later on, we are seeing Chioma in her room, and her friend comes in, and then, you know, Obiora is there. He comes in again, and he's like, see, I understand your fears. I understand that you are scared. I understand your reservations, but I am not that man. I am here to tell you that I am different. I'm here to tell you that your fears, you don't have to be scared when it comes to me. I am a titled man. I live by my word. They reconcile. He brings out the ring, proposes to her. He does not kneel. And then, guys, they lived happily ever after. The end. Now, this is me summarizing the movie. Again, if you have not seen the movie, you need to go and watch it. Now, let's quickly talk about the criticisms and the compliments. I'll start with the criticism. The very first one that has got some people talking is the fact that it's unrealistic when it comes to the way Obiora came out to get Chioma's number, buying an entire compound, buying an entire estate just to get this girl's number. And I'm here to tell you guys that there are men and there are men. Whether they are Igbo, Yoruba, or Hausa, there are men that will go, when they say a man will go above and beyond to get what he wants, especially when it comes to a woman, they are men. So for everybody who has been arguing and saying, oh, it's not realistic, Igbo men don't spend money like that, my dear, you have not met men. You have not met men that would go far. Have you seen where men will propose to a woman with a car? They are men. So let's not argue about it. We have other people saying that, oh, there was a part in the movie where he said that, okay, he understands that he's in Port Harcourt and then his wife is in Lagos. How would they be able to meet? How would they be able to, like, have a life looking at a distance? And he said that, oh, he's going to move base for her. Guys, in as much as he said that, we already know that this kind of things are things that are said at the beginning, but definitely there will be a conversation about it at the end of the day. So it's not just about it being unrealistic. He might have said that in the wind of the moment, but you know that they would actually talk about it. They will come together and talk about it. Now, there were some other ladies who were saying, oh, he didn't get down on one knee. I was waiting for these comments. He didn't get down on one knee. He didn't kneel to propose. He stood and gave her the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break it to you, but growing in an Igbo family, I have come to realize that in the Igbo society, most men do not kneel to propose. There are some Igbo men that do it, right? But most Igbo men, titled Igbo men, do not kneel. They do not believe in kneeling to propose. In fact, sometimes some people can go as far as, you know, going to the bride's family to just say, oh, I've seen a flower I want to pluck. Like, To each culture his own. I don't see it as a bad thing, even though I would rather have my man say, oh, he goes down on one knee and then he says, will you be mine and everything. I still understand that this man portrayed an average Igbo man. So for those who are criticizing the fact that this man didn't kneel to propose, guys, that's the culture for you. That's how most Igbo men are. Not all, but most. Now let's quickly go to the compliments. The one that has made a lot of people just go, the Lulu is the no so Lulu. In case you're wondering why people have been talking and raving about it, it's the fact that this movie is a real rom-com. A rom-com that is relatable. A rom-com that tells a story about us Nigerians. We, not the fact that, sometimes we're used to rom-coms from Hollywood, from Bollywood, even Korean movies, Opa, Oma, all those kind of things, right? But this one is the one for us, where it is done in Nigeria, by Nigerians, and by Nigerian actors. We can see everything as it's supposed to be. I don't think there was a bit of exaggeration in anything. To me, I see it as something that was very relatable. Secondly, another reason a lot of people have been talking about it is the fact that, the man was intentional from the beginning. And like the title of the movie goes, love in every word. This man acted the love. He didn't just say, I love you. He didn't just say, I want you to be mine. He acted it every step of the way. He was patient with her. He showed kindness. In fact, if you read your Bible, you know love is patient, love is kind. It does not boast in wrongdoing. It endures, it lasts, those kind of things. So this man showed it. He was patient. And then for the lady too, she was also intentional. Despite the fact that she had her fears, she was still showing up. She was still calling him. She was still saying, oh, let me make meals for you. There was intentionality in the movie throughout. Another reason is the fact that the lady has work of her own. She wasn't just idle. So men were like, this is the kind of woman I would like to have a relationship with. Not a woman who is lazy, but a woman who also has a vision. A woman who also wants to have her own money. On the other hand, the ladies are saying, yes, I have my own money and I also have a man who is not intimidated by the fact that I am ambitious, who is not intimidated by the fact that I have dreams and aspirations. He also wants to support me. That's one of the reasons a lot of people are talking about the movie. Now, talking about the fact that this movie is real again. When Chioma rejected Obiora and he actually left her, he allowed her be, he allowed her think, she took her phone by herself and called him to tell him that she misses him. Despite the things that was going on in her mind, she was real and she took her phone. So it's not about the fact that, this man was always disturbing her, chasing her. He allowed her, and by herself, she reached out to him. So it just shows the fact that it takes two to tango. Obiora took his time to clear her doubts. When she had doubts, he took his time to clear her doubts. Obiora is a self-aware man, a man who knows his origin, and he's not ashamed to be Igbo. He's not ashamed of his accent. He's not ashamed to be Nigerian. He's not ashamed of how loud he is. He's proud of who he is. He's aware of who he is and from where he's from, and he doesn't want anybody to bring that down. So that was why when she said, oh, the accent thing, he decided to just allow her be. Obiora is a protector. He knew that this lady had a toxic boss, and then when this her boss comes out to threaten her and insult her at 3 a.m. in the morning, this man cleared her. He cleared the boss and was like, who are you? From where I can buy you and your entire generation. Oh God, pride. Love it. He protected her. He showed that I am the man and don't worry about anything. Just, calm on her down. So at the end of the day, with all these points of mine, I hope I've been able to convince and not to confuse you that this movie deserves the accolades that it's getting. For so long, Nigerians have been waiting for stories that are relatable. Nigerians telling our own stories that are indigenous to us, that are represented all over the world. And I'm very happy to see that this kind of movie is not just seen by Nigerians, Kenyans, people, Ghanaians, South Africans. People are talking about the movie everywhere. Now I'd like to give kudos to, first of all, the lead actors Bam Bam and Uzo Arukwe. I mean, they really did bring out the chemistry. A lot of people are talking about it. They really did do justice to their roles. I would say that this man called Uzo is someone that I have noticed for a while. And I would say that when I watched the movie by Funke Akindele, that's a Tribe Called Judah, I remember when I saw the way he acted as the man who was smuggling things, even though he had a big store. I loved how he embodied his character. I was like, why are Nigerians sleeping on this man? But like my mom will always say that when it's your time to shine, it's your time to shine. And everybody are now coming out to see that, oh, this man has existed for the longest. I mean, he has been making movies from, I think, as late back as 2014, if not even earlier, stage plays and even movies. So I love the fact that finally he's getting the flowers. Finally, he's getting the accolades that he deserves. And I wish him the very best. The same thing also goes for Bam Bam, who was also one of the housemates when it comes to Big Brother Naija shows. And you know, the love story of her and Teddy A was just all over the place. But I love the fact that people are seeing her now. I mean, she just was very feminine and brought out that femininity when she was acting. I would also like to give kudos to the other actors in this movie. Her friends, her two friends, also showcased the fact that, you know, good friends really exist, and they portrayed that. They stood by her even when she didn't agree with them.
Obiora. Odogwu Panranra.
The lady that acted as Chioma's boss did justice to her job. The lady that acted as the PA that was running around and also working with Bam Bam at the office did justice to her job. Every single person did justice to their roles when it comes to this movie. And I would like to give kudos to also the producer, Omoni Oboli, as well as the director, Stanley. I mean, these guys just did a good job. They did a thing. Now, I've also been hearing things about people say that they want a part 2. This is where I do not know. This is where I'm like, I'm not sure if we need a part 2. I like the way the movie just came and ended. What more do you want again? Well, you know, when it comes to storytelling, you can always take stories from one angle to another. Am I scared that this part 2 may not be as good as the part 1? Maybe, but you know, we never know until probably it comes out. So let me know, would you rather have a part 2 of this movie called Love in Every Word, or you are just as I am, satisfied with what we have and just want to live in the moment and enjoy this masterpiece called Love in Every Word? I would like to know in the comment section. That's it when it comes to this movie. If you are yet to see it again, please, it's on YouTube. It's over 8 million views right now and counting. Please just try. Try and make sure you see the movie. Till next time, I got you with more right here on this channel. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Drop your likes and of course your comments in the comment section. Remember, guys, to enjoy every moment. Mwah. Bye. Igba kwenu, yeah. Kwenu, yeah. Kwenu, yeah.